Zach, what were your biggest takeaways from that game? What kind of evaluations did you make?
Well, I thought there were some good things early on, aside from they got the interception for the touchdown, but I thought our defense after that first drive started out well, got those 2 stops. Those were some key guys playing on that possession that we're kind of counting on. So that was good to see, but didn't love how we finished the half, obviously. Didn't love how we, second half, game really got away from us, and then that's not the things we wanted to see.
Zach, any injury info on Dejon Anthony or Jermaine Burton?
Dejon, it looks like a hamstring. Don't know the timeline on that. Burton looks like a knee. Don't know the timeline on that.
Is that a re-aggravation or maybe something?
It's possible, yeah.
Is that something that you think could affect as goes right down?
Totally unknown. Don't know at this point.
What does it say that he dressed, but you didn't need to see?
No, I didn't need to see him today. I think he's had a great training camp. I'm not going to proclaim anything here on Saturday, but we had a couple days to make decisions, but I thought that he had a great training camp, and there's nothing else I needed to see from him.
How was your evaluating Ridder over camp and today?
I was pleased with how he came in. A day before training camp, picked up the offense, did a great job trying to affect his teammates, blending into the quarterback room. Appreciate all that about him. I know today he'd like it to be a little bit cleaner in some areas, but appreciate his work ethic, appreciate his attitude, appreciate how he fit in as a Cincinnati Bengal, and again, we'll continue to move on with him and everybody else.
What were you looking for with Rivers, and what did you see?
I'll have to assess the tape on that. We just thought he needed a little more playing time, as a rookie. And so we got him in there right guard and let him play. I think it was 23 plays before we got him out, and then we'll assess what it looked like.
Zach, it looked like Evan McPherson wanted to have a go as the first half was winding down from close to midfield there. I think that's any kind of indication. I mean, he's performed well in these games. Do you think he's in a good spot?
Yeah, that's probably 66. I think we were on the 48. So, he may have been able to take a shot at it, but we weren't going to do it today.
Yeah.
How much of your defensive scheme did you show today?
I don't have a percentage on it.
With this being the final preseason game, do you have any overarching thoughts on just how you thought the training camp and the preseason went for your team?
I thought we got all the work done that we needed to get done. I really feel good. I like where we're at from a health standpoint. I like where we're at from an install standpoint. Our key guys understanding what we're trying to get, what our intent is, and so I feel really good as a football team where we're at right now. And so now we get a chance next week with a bonus week to get a head start on Cleveland, and then next week really get after it.
What are your thoughts on Matt Lee? Obviously, he was dealing with the injury for most of the game, but was able to start today.
It'll be good to watch the tape from today because he just hasn't had a lot of opportunity this training camp, coming off the injury. And so, again, we really held him out last week because he's only been practicing very minimal amount of time before the game. He got a day of work this week because we were only going to practice once, and then he played today. So we'll evaluate the tape and see what we think there.
McKinley played a lot today. Was there something that you specifically wanted to see in extended time for him?
Consistency, just in continued improvement. A long opportunity to continue to show us that there's going to be consistency there.
How much of today goes towards your consideration for practice squad, for players that maybe get through the process and then
Sure.
bring it back?
Yeah, today's meaningful, and so again, we'll assess the tape. We'll have final conversations tomorrow and Monday on where we want to go, and there's probably been a lot of moments in my career where a guy has made a solidifying impression on the final preseason game, or maybe your decision was going the other way. So again, we'll just watch it all, evaluate it, and see if any of that happened for us.
You made Shocker captain, just kind of
Yeah.
a salute to his camp.
I think so. I think just the growth overall from where he's come over the last couple of years. I think that he's had a real good camp, and just I've been impressed with just overall his development level over the course of this offseason training camp, and just felt it was appropriate for him to be a captain.
Do you have an update on Demetrius Knight?
He was day-to-day, so we just held him out Thursday. He would have been able to play in a game this weekend. There were some guys that missed practice on Thursday. We held them out at pregame warm-ups and stuff like that, but nothing I'm concerned about.
Are you pleased with where the team is mentally in terms of understanding the new scheme?
I am.
You might have put it offensively in Al Golden's defensive scheme.
Yeah, I am. I thought Thursday was a great day of work for our ones-on-ones. Got a lot of drives. I feel really good about where we're at, and so now again we'll assess this tape, put it behind us, and move forward fully with the guys making the roster.
It's probably the most work Milton's ever got, I think, probably since he's been here. I mean, he's probably kind of he's advertised.
I mean, we got him after training camp last year, so we never got a chance to see him in the preseason games. he had the injury he was dealing with early in camp. So it was really good these last 2 weeks to get him out there. I thought he's done it well. So yeah, he was a hard guy to assess up until, about a week ago. So it's been good to get him that work.
How did it feel the last few games?
It felt really good. I feel like the operations this preseason were really smooth, and there were a lot of improvements out of myself. And I feel like out of the whole operation, I feel like it was a lot smoother, a lot cleaner, and I think everybody's got a lot of confidence in each other kind of rolling into the regular season. And I'd say I'm really excited with how I performed. There's a few things of maybe a couple field goals that I didn't think I hit well, but still went in. So I'll just continue to focus on just ball contact and making sure everything's clean and ready to go for Cleveland.
After last season with the injury, how did it feel to be able to just get back out here and have those mechanics be back?
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to the ref in Philly opening kickoff, and I was like, that was the first time I realized that I hadn't played since week 11 or 12 of the previous year, and it had been however many months that was since I've played in an actual football game, and so I didn't realize it until then. But it was just a lot of fun. I think being injured and being held out, what it really teaches you is the appreciation of what you have and not taking anything for granted right now, because you're not going to get any of these times back. So I'm just really fortunate to be back out here, and I'm not going to take this year for granted. I'm going to give it everything I got, and if it works out, great. If not, we'll figure it out.
From a mental standpoint, how important was it for you this preseason to just see the ball go through the uprights?
Yeah, I think it's always important. I feel like it's like the golfer with the yips and on putting. Like 2-foot putts can look like 10-foot putts, and extra points can look like 60-yard field goals mentally. And so that's what I've really been working on recently. It's just the mental side of kicking and just being able to not go out there and overthink and focus on one thing and kind of go out there free-minded and know that when I step on the field, the ball's going to go through the uprights. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
We haven't heard much about the long snapper battle at all, but what's it been like working with two different guys?
Yeah, it's been really good, and I tell them all the time I can't feel a difference whenever each of them are in. Both have done a spectacular job, and obviously Cal's been here for a few years, and then Will coming in, just learning like protection and everything on punt. He's done really good on that, and coverage, he's been really good. Both of them have. I think they both combined 2.5 tackles today, or maybe 2 tackles. So they've been really good, but field goal operations, they've been super clean. Like I said, everything's in a really good spot right now.
Would you say your confidence level at this point, Evan, going into the season higher than it's been in several years?
Yeah, I feel I've honestly felt pretty good going into last year, and I feel like I've said it a few times, like during pregame and practice last year, like I was making everything, felt really good, and then whenever I got into the game, I was just kind of melting in a way, like mentally. It's just not much confidence going into it, and so this year, make or miss, I'm just kind of focused on getting back to rookie year, like make or miss, another opportunity is going to come up, and so I'll be ready for that.
Thought obviously could have done better. The first drive, we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot, moving the ball, but like I said, when you just keep taking those negative plays, it's hard to get down there and score. Followed up with the second drive, come off a keeper, trip a little bit, make a dumb decision when I pull up. You'd like to have that one back, and then, just got to hit some guys on other throws.
Getting reps as the first spring guy, how much did that affect, you think, performance today?
You can't blame anything on reps like that. In this game, in this profession, you got to be able to go no matter when your name's called on. So it doesn't matter whether you're getting any reps or 100 reps during the week. You got to be ready to go.
What are the next 3 days like for you with, not knowing what the future holds for you here at Cincinnati or you could be here? Like, what's that process like?
Just going into year 4, I'm just kind of taking these next couple of days just as I would normally. So still coming in, watching the film, coming into practice Monday, and then whatever happens, happens.
What have you gotten the most out of just being in the organization, getting the reps in camp, and being around Joe and Jake?
Yeah, just learning how Joe works, learning how he operates, seeing a top-tier quarterback operate, seeing how things are ran, how a program's supposed to be ran, and, it's just been great.
Do you believe you could still be a starter in the NFL?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I got to clean some things up, but at the end of the day, I know, what my capabilities are, what I'm capable of, and at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and execute.
How much are you hoping that you are here after Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I hope I'm here after Tuesday. That means I got a job. That means, we're working to be better. But, at the end of the day, that's not my decision. I did what I did and put what I put on film. So they got to go evaluate that and then make a decision.